are we? AFGE. Who are we? AFGE. What do we want? Contract. What do we want? Contract. What do we want? Contract. Who are we? AFGE. Who are we? AFGE. Who are we?
Today is a rally to inform everybody else of how federal employees are treated unfairly.
So we're having a rally here today to let the community know that this is going on and that this can be detrimental not only to our employees and their ability to be in a healthy work environment, and then also that's going to affect the veterans that we serve here at the VHA hospital.
We are here fighting for a fair contract. The VA has proposed to cut 28 articles out of our master agreement, and that impacts our employees and our patients directly.
And we're here today to bring attention to the current state of affairs for the Veterans Administration. We're in contract negotiations right now, and we don't believe that we're being treated fairly at the table. We believe that they're only going through the motions in order to claim that we're at an impasse and send the negotiations to the Federal Service Impasse Panel. That panel has imposed contracts on several agencies, Social Security, HUD, EPA, and the Education Department. They've been stripping our rights away that we've earned and negotiated and won through unfair labor practices or grievances, and they're turning back 50 years of case law. They're effectively dismantling the Civil Service Reform Act and a lot of the protections that John F. Kennedy himself provided for us when he was in office. We're hopeful that the public will see what's going on. We got great support during the government shutdown, and I think as people can see, the federal employees are under constant attack. The primary reason is there's a lot of money to be made if you privatize the federal government. Certainly the VA is probably the largest one where there's a lot of money to be made, and there'll be a lot of folks telling you that that's not what's going on, and it's just not true. We've got 50,000 vacancies across this country in the VA, and they failed to fill them, and they continue to increase the workload on folks. It's unsafe practices that they're promulgating out there, and we are veterans. The federal workforce is 30 to 40% veterans have been on the agency that year. I'm a veteran myself, and I was made a promise that I'd have VA care. Things like the Mission Act are starving the funding for the VA. The profits that these companies are going to be making outside is almost should be illegal on how that they're profiting off of treatment of our war heroes and our wounded warriors.
Could this impact veterans or the veterans' care?
Absolutely, it impacts it, because what will happen is we'll lose the things that the VA has worked so many years to establish. You'll see veterans coming into the veterans hospitals, not only for the care, but certainly the camaraderie. But this is one-stop health care. So if a veteran comes in and he has some issues and they notice that there may be some mental health issues, that veteran is directed right over to the mental health folks. They're not sent away and told to call for an appointment. That we're not seeing any faster appointments being made on the private side than we are currently with the VA, who's down 50,000. So what we would ask is our congressmen and senators to properly fund the VA and ensure that we're getting the employees that are needed to run this operation and that they're treated fairly.
Explain to me how that would impact the veterans.
Well, number one-third of VHA workers are veterans, and so that then takes away the rights of veterans who served our country and then also went into federal service after they came out of the military. It also is going to affect the ability to serve our veterans when our, like for an example, the occupational health standards, the article in our master agreement that basically gives employees the right to speak up in their workplace that there's some sort of a hazard like asbestos. That's going to take that right away. And so if an employee is sitting there worrying about their health standards in the workplace, how can they keep their mind on the veterans' health care and making sure that their physical care and their mental health care are intact and they're doing everything they can during that hour meeting with that veteran when they're worried about their maybe the health standards of the work environment.
Are they coming after the union then?
They are. President Trump's executive orders that he signed last year, and AFGE National fought those and got those overturned. And then Trump's administration has appealed those orders, and he has just won those.
We're seeing a simplified strategy across the board in all these agencies on how they're dealing with us in our contract negotiations. This administration is forcing agencies to go back to the bargaining table, and they have a clear set plan on what they're trying to impose on us. They're trying to reduce our rights, reduce our voice, and impact all those things that we worked so many years for.
So clearly, as a federal employee, you can't strike. So what is this today, and what can people do to help you out?
So you're right, we cannot strike it. It's against the law, but we do have a right. We have a First Amendment right to have our voices heard. That's what we're doing. And we'd ask other folks, similarly with the shutdown, that they would stand behind us. We have a lot of union brethren and sisters out here today. We've got Teamsters, we got AFL-CIO, a lot of folks who are supporting us, and we need to show the strength of the union. And we are not the enemy. We're here to make sure you have a safe workplace and a fair place to work.
Like I said, I've been an employee for 28 years. I have been a member of the AFGE for 28 years. And I have been the local president for at least 12 years, and I have never had to fight this hard to keep something that'll help all employees.
People do to help you out?
They need to contact our congressman. They need to show support for our veterans and our employees so that we can keep the VAs open. The Mission Act is no good. All it's going to do is privatize the VA.